Good evening, everyone. This is a regular meeting agenda of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. I call this meeting to order with salute to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor D'Amato.
Here.
Councilman Bronford.
Present.
Councilman Catalano.
Here.
Councilman Graziano.
Here.
Councilwoman Hagan. Here. Councilwoman Schubert. Here. Councilman Yazdi.
Here. We also have our municipal clerk, Brianna Smith, business administrator, Michael Sondermeyer, and borough attorney, Dawn Sullivan. This meeting is called to pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law. Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised in the Herald News on February 8, 2026. Copies were provided to the local news media and posted continuously in the municipal building. A copy of this notice is available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. As per state fire code, I am required to acknowledge there are two emergency exits in this council chambers. The main entrance which you enter through and a secondary exit to the left of where I am seated. If there is an emergency, walk orderly to the exit through the door, down the stairs and out the building. We do have a presentation tonight, so I'm going to ask Councilman Graziano to join me up in front of the dais, and also I'm going to invite the Butler Mayor Ryan Martinez to join me also down at the dais.
I'll kick us off here, because tonight we're here to honor 5 members of the Butler Running Company. I believe you guys were a club a little while ago when that was a company, right? Yeah. So you might see that a little bit changed up in between what we printed out versus what you guys are now. But for really a truly remarkable feat that you guys did. These young athletes are from Butler and Bloomingdale, and not only achieve greatness at the local level, at the county, not just the county level, not just the state level, but at the national level, placing high amongst the best competition in the U.S. We know you didn't achieve this through luck, right? But through a lot of months of dedicated practice and excelling in your meets leading up to the National Junior Olympics for cross country. Now, I've seen some of your practices, and I can attest to the rigor and toughness you have to have. In fact, I heard that you guys, did you run through the snow in the national competition? Is that really true? Did that happen? That's remarkable. I can't believe that. If it's over 32 degrees, I don't really go outside, let alone run. But before I turn it over to Mayors Martinez and D'Amato, please know the extent of how proud we are of you, how proud the boroughs of Bloomingdale and Butler are of you. We really look forward to cheering you on for what I'm sure is going to be years to come. So congratulations.
For me, as a mayor, and I'm sure Mayor Martinez is in agreement, when our youth achieves any award, and this is, to me, one of the biggest things that we have seen, especially with John said, the nation and representing our local towns. So we, as a town and a community for both Butler and Bloomingdale, are very proud of what you guys accomplished. And at such a young age, I was looking at some of the times through there, and you might not look it, but I ran cross country for 1 year when I was in high school, and I quit because I couldn't do any of you guys did. I'm just being honest with you. I went to an easier thing. I went to the chess club. So, all right. I wasn't very good at that either. But we are proud, and we're really happy to have you guys here tonight with your families to acknowledge what your accomplishments are.
You're not going to believe this, but I never ran. Oh, it's true, sir. No, I believe it. So, as Mayor D'Amato said, and as Council President Graziano said, we're very proud of all of you. This is not something that everyone can do. This is a special honor that you guys reached. So to get to this level and to perform and so as you did, it's amazing. So congratulations, and we're very proud of you guys. Thank you.
Without further ado, we'll have you guys come up one at a time. And John, you do this one.
All right, so this is a certificate of recognition for Leo for outstanding achievements in qualifying for and competing in the National Junior Olympics for cross country on December 13th, 2025, representing your community among the top young athletes from across the United States. After advancing through regional competition in Pennsylvania, you competed under challenging winter conditions of cold, snow, and ice, demonstrating determination, perseverance, and sportsmanship by completing your race with distinction. Performance time 164th out of 209. 2,000 meter time 10 minutes and 6 seconds. So your dedication and resilience are a source of pride to your family, team, and community. Given this 17th day of February 2026, jointly presented by myself, along with Mayors John D'Amato and Ryan Martinez and Borough Council. Congratulations.
This next one is for Luke Hopper. Recognition of your outstanding achievement in qualifying for and competing in the National Junior Olympics for cross country on December 13, 2025, representing your community among the top young athletes from across the United States. After advancing for regional competition in Pennsylvania, you compete under challenging winter conditions of cold, snow, and ice, demonstrating determination, perseverance, and sportsmanship by completing your race with distinction. Your performance was 38 out of 314, 3,000 meter time 12:15. Your exceptional performance contributed to the 9-10 boys age group, placing third in the nation, bringing great honor to the state of New Jersey. Your dedication and resilience are a source of pride to your family, team, and community. On behalf of the council, myself, Mayor D'Amato, and Council President Graziano, we want to thank you very much for your achievement. Good job. Where is Andre? One more time, in recognition of your outstanding achievement in qualifying for and competing in the National Junior Olympics for cross country on December 13, 2025, representing your community among the top young athletes across the United States. After advancing through regional competition in Pennsylvania, you competed under challenging weather conditions of cold, snow, and ice, demonstrating determination, perseverance, and sportsmanship by completing your race with distinction. Performance 279 and 377, 4,000 meter time 6:15. Your exceptional performance contributed to the 9-10 boys age group as a third in the nation, bringing great honor to the state of New Jersey. Your dedication and resilience are a source of pride to your family, team, and community. On behalf of the council, myself, Mayor Lamont, Council President John Graziano, congratulations. Anthony.
Okay. In recognition of your outstanding achievement in qualifying for and competing in the National Junior Olympics for cross country on December 13, 2025, representing your community among the top young athletes from across the United States. After advancing through regional competition in Pennsylvania, you competed under the challenging winter conditions of cold, snow, and ice, demonstrating determination, perseverance, and sportsmanship by completing your race with distinction. Your performance was 46 out of 314, 3,000 meters with a time of 12:25. Your dedication and resilience are a source of pride to your family, team, and your community. Given the 17th day of February 2026, presented by myself, John D'Amato, and Mayor Ryan Martinez and Councilman Graziano, congratulations.
Pretty good basketball player too.
Must be a guard. Harley. Sounds like the same stuff, but the times are different. Okay. In recognition of your outstanding achievement, qualifying for and competing in the National Junior Olympics for cross country on December 13, 2025, representing your community among the top young athletes from across the United States. After advancing through regional competition in Pennsylvania, you competed under challenging winter conditions of cold, snow, and ice, demonstrating determination, perseverance, and sportsmanship by completing your race with distinction. Your performance was 232 out of 300 for 3,000 meters for a time of 14:16. Your dedication and resilience are a source of pride to your family, team, and community. Given the 17th day of February 2026, presented jointly from Mayor Martinez and myself, Mayor D'Amato, and Councilman Graziano, on behalf of the entire council. Job well done. Congratulations. Sounds like an athletic group, so this is fantastic. Fantastic. Again, thank you all for coming out. We're very proud of what you guys accomplished. Keep up the good work, and I'm sure once you guys reach the high school age, you'll be running and setting more records, maybe some high school records, which would be great. Is there any baseball players? Right? Runners, basketball, that's right, a little bit of basketball. It's good to use all sports and just get to do what you like and enjoy being out there and competing. We're proud of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, why don't you guys come up so you can do a quick picture?
The parents had a tribal that this is the bus they did the whole time.
I hope they didn't go by a bus.
Probably they have a charter bus, they'd be driven up there themselves.
So just as Mike has said, for the parents and the time that you give to your children to accomplish what they did and drive to Pennsylvania back, how many trips was that?
Oh, and Indiana.
In Indiana.
International.
In Indiana International. So you drove from here out to there?
Yes,
Right?
and Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania. So you guys also put a lot of time in. So you guys have great parents, and what they're doing for you is to make your achievements, an accomplishment. So I know they're proud of it. You're proud of your parents too. So thank you.
Oh. Good job. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. All right. John. Can I ask you when we complete the meeting? You guys come on up one more time. Come on over this way. Come on down here a little bit. We'll get the paper out of the way. Ready? Finish up. Okay, we do not have any non-agenda items tonight. I'd like to open up early public comment. Can I have a motion, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to come up? Seeing no one, the motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, report of committees, Evie?
Mayor, I went to the Triborough meeting and their numbers for January were 154 calls. Triborough took 126. They covered, they missed 10 calls, that they had a 92% average. The county took 18 mutual aid took 10. And total, and calls for December were 191, so the calls for January were a little less. They do want everyone to know that on March 22nd, they're having their craft fair and breakfast. It's $10 per person, and it's at 25 Bartholdi Ave. That's $10 per ticket for the breakfast. It's from 8 to 1. Now, to attend the craft fair, you don't have to pay. It's free for all. And there's going to be over like 60 vendors, and they're going to be there from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you want to reserve a ticket for the breakfast, she is pre-selling, but you could also buy that day. Lee is selling them, and her number is 862-257-0226. The other event that they're holding is their April 18th is the Triborough First Aid Squad annual beef steak and fundraiser. That's April 18th, and that's going to be at the Bloomingdale Borough. That's from 6 to 8, and those tickets are $75 each, and there will be a small raffle and 50-50. I just want to say also, and for the senior center, as always, they're very busy there. As of February 9th, all of senior center activities have been moved to the firehouse because of the construction, and this week's activities are located. They do have a website page now on Facebook. You can look at the calendar as well as, well, you can look at that in Facebook. Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, there is a trip. There's no nutrition at the firehouse. Thursday the 19th at 10 a.m. is balance class. Friday they have their aerobics, and also today's the Chinese New Year. That's why I wore red for some kind of luck, and it's also the first day of Ramadan. And last week, on February 12th, we all attended Nadia Hussein's 6th annual crescent lighting festivities, and we all, like most of us, attended, and it was really, really nice. So that's all.
Being one of the biggest turnouts I've had, right?
Yes, it was very big, and it was all indoors because it was freezing.
Yes. Couple things for tonight. It's the ordinance review met last Wednesday. Councilman Bronkers was there, Mayor, Mr. Sondermeyer, and we had discussed what we'll be introducing later for zoning, Chapter 92, retaining walls. So thank you to the borough engineer who took time to meet with us to talk through some ideas, as well as the planning board to review this as well and give us their feedback. A lot of folks go into thinking these things through and making sure we get things right. So I just appreciate everybody's input. On the economic development front, we had our snowman contest from the last blizzard that came about. We had 3 winners throughout the borough, and I'd like to thank not only them for participating, but also we had sponsors from local businesses that donated their prizes. So it was Magpie Bakery, Bella Beef Clothing, and Munchies as well. So thank you to the businesses for participating. It was a fun event. Thank you to the community. And then last, on the economic development front, we have the State County Economic Development Commission coming to talk to us next Thursday. It's really just to brainstorm how we can work together, see what type of activities they offer, and things that we can share with our local businesses. So it's good that we're partnering together more and more to do the most that we can for our local businesses.
Nothing to report. I know that we discussed the planning board, had feedback on the original introduction of this ordinance. I know that the ordinance review committee took that into consideration. Like John said, it's good when everyone comes together.
Right.
Nothing for tonight. Dave?
Yes, so the Environmental Commission met on Wednesday the 4th, and we are still looking for additional members, if any community members interested in the Environmental Commission. We have the fishing event coming up at Bow Pond on April 11th, as well as townwide cleanup coming up, also at Bow Pond on May the 16th. The next environmental meeting will be Wednesday, the 4th of March, and the Board of Ed has their monthly meeting tomorrow.
Just with the cleanup day, we have to reach out to the organization so they know the date. So they come down that day with their people.
On it.
Yeah, okay.
Also, the members of the school as well as the SRO and myself are participating in the Polar Plunge for Special Olympics New Jersey. That's coming up February 28th. And there's links to donate on their Facebook pages.
I believe TD is going on at 28th.
Jim, the SRO.
But I think there's some other guys from here, I think might be coming too.
Jim's the only one who can confirm.
Jen?
Let's see. Library. The library has, if you haven't had a chance, they've added a timeline to their Facebook, to their website, representing 100 years, how it started and the library achievements over the years. On March 20th is a New Jersey Makers Day. It's a kids program that'll be kicking off. They are still doing really strong with their adult night craft. Matter of fact, within open registration, within 15 minutes it was booked. The library board has been, having intense meetings, working on their processes and procedures for the board members and future employees. That was a long, intense meeting, but it was very, very successful. And as previously mentioned, it's fine free, for late fines only. They're having a really good record with that, and more they've seen their numbers go up in the last month since they really kicked that off. And also during the blizzard, their numbers for the Canopy, which is their free streaming service, almost doubled. So they're having, they're really seeing a great turnout with all these new programs. Board of health screenings, of course, every Tuesday of the month from 2:30 to 4, located in Council Chambers. I have reached out to see if they've confirmed the date for the hygiene program that they're going to be working for, so hopefully I'll have that date at the next meeting. As Evie mentioned, for the crescent lighting, it was beautiful program that was put together and very well received. I look forward to attending again next year. Camping for the Stars, we have Rec did reach out and said that the baseball is going to work with us with the dates that we were looking at, which is May 16th, early evening into the early morning of the 17th. And we'll be setting up meetings to discuss with the fire department, PD and DPW, and also reaching out to Search and Rescue, Triborough, and get some great programs as good for that evening. The Scouts also would like to be involved. And as we get closer, more events, we'll be updating regularly.
Mike?
Not a mayor, yeah, we had 4 water main breaks over the last 3 weeks here. One was on Glenmont Alden Hillside, and we had Red Twig and Clark, and in Elm, and then recently in Knowles near Jeffrey Drive. So you'll see them coming up in the next couple of, probably next meeting on some emergency appropriations there. Senior Center started yesterday, the construction. The guys came in and took all the plumbing fixtures out, ripped up the tile floor, and started taking up the floor in the main, the finished floor, not the concrete floor yet, in the main building. The mayor and I and Councilman Bronkhurst, we talked to a professor from Raritan Valley Community College about the deer culling program and his part in it, or the school portion of that. And they come out and do the survey. It looks like it's going to roughly, if we decide to move forward with that, It'd be right around $3,000 to have the entire town surveyed by drone to get us the population of the deer during the year. They probably won't be able to get to it until December though, because they're heavily booked right now. And it has to be when leaves are off the trees, so they get the heat from the deer itself, so they don't do it during the summer and stuff. So they get up to about April, and then it starts back up again at the end of November. So you figure we'll probably do December again. We want to move forward. So more to come. We'll talk about that next meeting about that possible. Yeah, just want to get it out there. Also, after the last meeting, we did do the letters of intent to open space, county open space grants for the Walter T. Bergen Circuit Fitness Circuit area, and then also the museum. We've heard back from them that we should move forward right now with the Walter T. Bergen. So I have the engineers put together the true application now and all the costs and stuff that go with that. I have not heard back on the museum yet. And we also got the letter in for the local recreation improvement grant, the LRIG. We had Millennium fill out that application for us. We got it in last Friday, the deadline, so wait to hear back from them. Hopefully, knock on wood, we get some money from them as well to help out with that Walter T. Bergen program. Probably good as well. That's all I have now. CBG, CBG, Tom is going to put in, we have a meeting on the 4th of March with the county and talk with the mayor, and I think maybe Councilman Bronkers was there. We're talking about doing the flashing lights at the three corners. Capitoline and Glenwild,
Bob's Barbershop.
Bob Barbershop, and then the one up by Elizabeth and Main Street Butler. That'd be the pushing time, because there's already flashing ones at a couple of those, but they're not the push time that activate. They just turn the top, they flash all the time.
Right, it's the same ones we have down on Main Street that are working very well right now. People are really paying attention to them, and when they brighten up, traffic just stops. And we've had several requests, I guess you could say, by Elizabeth and Main Street Butler crossing up there for a traffic light, but this will get us closer to that. We have a police officer there every day, twice a day, for kids crossing to go to school. It's a nightmare, Star Lake, and to get into the Fireman's Hall parking lot, we thought that would be good. And then we had a request from somebody up on Capitoline to do the same thing at Capitoline and Glenwild, which is a lot of, I went up and kind of looked at it myself, there's a lot of blind spots to cross there, people are crossing, to go up in the development or go to school, so we thought that would be a good place to put another set of flashing lights where people have to stop. So, just safety stuff throughout the town that I believe we need to do.
Hey, I just want to recognize, I know it's on the consent agenda, but Jen. Yeah, Jen. Okay, go ahead.
Are you?
No, yep.
Just a one water main, Greg, on Elm and that is where we're going to replace all the water lines over. This was a 2-inch galvanized pipe. So it just shows the need over there. First of all, the 2-inch galvanized has to come out anyway by our standards, so we're complying with the state to remove all that type of pipes, but the galvanized pipe was just rotted through, and I believe it was only pushing maybe 1.25 inches board through it to begin with, because inside is deteriorated. So that project will start, I'm assuming, as soon as the weather breaks, because there's equipment up there already, which will be good. And there's some stormwater up there, which will help our flooding issue, hopefully on Elm and Charles, because the water should be pushed in a different direction. So that'll take care of some other flooding issues in our town. I do want to recognize Jen Allfield, who has been on the Environmental Commission. I'm not sure how many years she's been there, but she's a former councilwoman, but she has resigned from the Environmental Commission. So we'd just like to thank her for her time and service to the community. She'll be missed. We wish her the best. Okay.
And you appointed Mike Massatello.
Yes. Yes, Mike Massatello will become the Environmental Commission President.
Chairperson.
Chairperson. Okay. That's pretty much all I have. All right, we're gonna move on. Resolution number 2026 2.6 consent agenda. Do I have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Bronkers,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Graziano?
Yes.
Bacon?
Yes.
Schubert?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
One other thing under me, on March 7th at 3 o'clock at the Bloomingdale Methodist Church, Christopher Wild will be receiving his Eagle Scout Award. We have been invited to, I will be attending that to issue him a certificate on his achievement. So we are all invited to that at 3 o'clock and there's refreshments afterwards.
Where is that?
Bloomingdale Methodist. Yeah.
3/7.
March 7th. March 7th at 3 o'clock. It's a really nice service or ceremony. A child reaches their Eagle Scout age and their accomplishments. So, if you'd like to join me, more than welcome. Okay, new business. Adopts of resolution number 2026 2.13, transfer reserve budget appropriations. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Catalano?
Yes.
Graziano?
Yes.
Hagan?
Yes.
Schubert?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Brockhurst?
Yes.
Item B, adoption of resolution number 2026 2.14, payment of the bills. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Graziano?
Yes.
Hagan?
Yes.
Schubert?
Yes.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Brockhurst?
Yes.
Catalano?
Yes.
Item C, introduction of ordinance number 2-2026, amended chapter 7 traffic, parking prohibited. Before I ask for a motion, this is just something really simple. It's up on Pearl and Capitoline, I believe the north side.
The fire hydrant on.
Yeah, we're gonna go to parking on one side of the street. We cannot get, the parking on both sides of the street, we cannot get emergency vehicles down that road at all. They don't fit. So it was brought to our attention by traffic and, fire. So we're going to do one side of the street park there. It's very tight. There's also problems there when school functions are happening. There's cars all over the place. We had an incident this past summer up there where there was cars blocking fire hydrants, so we're just gonna take care of a problem before it actually happens.
Portion of Pitcher too.
And
The lower portion.
the lower portion of 52, that's correct. There's a lot of blind spots when you go, Hanover Turnpike up towards Sally Street. Be one side. Okay, do I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-11, parking prohibited at all times on certain streets of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale. Second and final will be March 3rd.
Man, do we give notice to the residents that they can only park on one side?
They will get notice. I don't know if we do by mail, but we're gonna put signs up. The police will put their electronic sign up on what's coming.
Okay.
So they have a warning that they can't do it anymore. And of course, when it starts, if they do park in their own spot, we'll just talk to them and educate them. There's like on Fifth Street, I think there's like 4 homes over there. And then on Pearl and Capitoline, there's probably 10 homes, 5 on each side. And it's too tight. But they will be, once it's all put in place, they'll be good news.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Mike will get some photos. Okay. Item D, introduction of ordinance number 3-2026, amended chapter 7, traffic at stop intersections. This is, usually we don't explain this, but it's just so the public knows. Dave and I spoke to people up on Knowles Road, and they had issues when they come down Knowles and Rafkin on the, I'll call it the lower end of Rafkin towards the Reeves Ave side. There's been several times where people almost got in the accidents when people are coming out of Rafkin and people coming down Knowles. You can't see in either direction, and there's been several times where there's almost been people hit or an accident going on there. So all we're gonna do is make it a fully stop sign so you can stop and then go about your business.
Yeah, a lot of residents treat it like that now, and if you don't, it can be a hazard for sure.
Well, it's a little tricky because that stop sign is white, it says stop with a person walking. It's like, okay, you're only supposed to stop with a person,
Yeah.
you should just
Now
stop.
you should just stop.
It's the right call.
Okay. Motion to read by title.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do you have a second one?
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-29 through streets, and Section 7-30 stop intersections of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
Okay. Item E, introduction of ordinance number 4-2026, Chapter 12, Affordable Housing. Do I have a motion to read by title?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance repealing existing Chapter 12 Affordable Housing of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale in its entirety and replacing it with a new Chapter 12 Affordable Housing, providing comprehensive regulations for the administration of affordable housing and addressing the current requirements of the Fair Housing Act and the Uniform Housing Affordability Controls regarding Bloomingdale Borough's affordable housing fair share obligation.
Yes.
No, Chuck, does not.
So just March.
Yes.
So,
We have to have
second,
done the third.
second, final, and adoption will be March 3rd.
Yeah, this will be at the planning board next week.
It'll be a chapter.
They get the,
This is 92.
the zoning. Right, the next one will go to the planning board. Okay, item F, introduction of ordinance number 5-2026, Chapter 92 zoning, schedule of regulations. Do I have a motion to read by title?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance amending the land use ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale to amend Chapter 92 zoning, Article 7, Schedule of Regulations to amend the borough's inclusionary housing districts consistent with and designed to effectuate the borough's adopted 2025 Round 4 housing element and fair share plan and 2025 mediation agreement with Fair Share Housing Center. This will be referred to the planning board and will be back for the second final reading with the council and adoption on March 3rd.
This is just simply getting us in line with the state so we can meet our deadline of March 15th.
Yes. Technically, it's March 16th, but in the statute it is March 15th, so that's what we're going by.
Item G, introduction of ordinance number 6-2026, Chapter 92 zoning and walls. Do I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
An ordinance of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 92 zoning, Section 26.7 walls of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale. This one will also be referred to the planning board.
I don't know if it's or not. They have 45 days.
Well, they have the 45 days, it doesn't have to be done.
So this will be scheduled for second final reading and adoption for April 7th.
Okay. Do I have a motion to open late public comment?
Second.
All in favor?
I have a question. Could we, like, that one gentleman that came regarding his rent, because he was leasing and they increased his rent.
We're not talking about rent today.
Oh, but for late public comment, could be anything, right?
Not for us.
Okay.
Late public comment is for the public. So go ahead, ask your question. I can answer you.
No, it's okay, I'll wait till after. Okay, so my question is, if with the new regulation, for the affordable housing and the new regulations, whatever you're gonna come up with, is that something that we could put on the table for?
No, the one has nothing to do with the other. The Affordable Housing Act is for new development coming into town, building X amount of residential dwellings, and a percentage of them have to be 20% of set aside. So we have to comply with the state regulations to meet the state standard, which we've been working on for probably the past 3 months. With the course and our meetings that we had.
Since last
To
year.
set the standards for our obligation of how many affordables they believe that Bloomingdale should have. So every time a new development goes in for housing, that's what this is all about. This is not existing, it has nothing to do with rent control.
Despite the term affordable housing, this is not rent control, they're these separate topics altogether.
Okay. So, as a separate topic, some kind of, like a ChatGPT question to that. So something to focus on protecting, I guess in the future, maybe we could discuss
Well, you
that.
can look into it. The gentleman that was here, since he is having an issue with his landlord, he needs to, well, correct me if I'm wrong, he needs to take that up, whether he has an attorney, and it's between him and his landlord. It has nothing to do with us. We can't get involved in it, and that's pre-existing. Even if we were put the law in books today, that is pre-existing. So he has to deal with his landlord. Okay? No, let me just do it again. Motion to open up the public.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Anyone wishing to come up? Name and address. Pull it out if you want.
Hi, Aaron Esner, 30 Breland Ave.
You want to take the microphone out, make it more comfortable for yourself.
Yeah, so just wondering about any update on.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn it over to Mike. We just talked about this before you got here.
Fairly public.
All right?
Yeah, you check it on the video tonight.
Yeah, this is all recorded, so you can see it when you go home, because we're actually live now, so. But go ahead.
So we had a conference call last week with Dr. Kelly, I believe his name is, of the Raritan Valley Community College, asking his involvement with the program of the deer culling. He does the survey of the town, explained how myself, Councilman Bronfers, and Mayor D'Amato that were on the call with him, explained to us the process of how they set up drones that come in at night, and they do your, whatever you want done. It's 55 cents, I think he said, an acre. So it costs us about $3,000 or so to have all the Bloomingdale population done. They can only do it during certain times of the year, and that's pretty much now. So January to like April, and they are totally booked, he said. And then it could start back up again like November, December. He says he can definitely get us in if you want to go that route to the council at the end of the year and do our survey November, December timeframe. And he said if I take a couple of nights to go and do the 9-something acres or 9-something miles that we have in town. And that's the start. We just know where we're at. If we have an issue or not, he'll tell us at that point where we stand. So that's where we're at.
And I don't know if you know, the meeting we had, the conference call we had with the DEP.
Well, we
To
did
get
talk,
this- to get
yeah, we
this
did
work?
talk, that's where we got the name from. And we did talk to the DEP about the whole program. Jody, I forget her last name, from the DEP. She brought us through with some other people, the whole program, kind of how it works. The first step is this survey that we should get done to see if it is truly a problem. She was also going to reach out to Northern Green Forestry Service to see if they just opened up the hunt again this year. Now she was asking to see if she was going to find out. She had a meeting scheduled with them and another meeting scheduled with the county because the county of their sake was looking to do things at their sites as well that they have the same issue that we're talking about here. She did not get back to us on how that went. Yeah, I reached out to her to find out how to follow up on that one. But she did reach out. They're going to try and open up a southern hunt on Northern Green. They did it like mid up north, so they really hit full Northern Green, and the southern is really what affects us. So she was looking to see if she could push that with the Forest Service to see if they could do that with the Fish and Wildlife. So that's where we are with that.
Did she say she's done it, if we've done that before in Northern Green? Like, would this be a new thing, or?
No, they had hunted, but they stopped the last 2 or 3 years. They stopped the hunt in Northern Green. They've opened it back up this year, just the northern portion. So she's saying that if she talked to them, it would help us if they open up the entire thing, especially the southern part, which touches our borders. And she also asked us if we should reach out, and I know the chief of police was gonna try and find the commander, whoever's in charge of the Salvation Army, to see if they would allow us on private property, because that's 400 something acres right there, that backs up to Breezeland Ave. That could also help with this if they would allow us, so I know they were looking into doing that, so. But that's therefore, we can't mandate they do that because it's private zone by them.
The way she kind of explained it to us, if you have private areas like Starlight Camp, and say they have employees that hunt, they can allow their employees to hunt that land. And there's other areas in town, Tilcon's area over there, the lower end of town. If Tilcon has employees that hunt, they have to give them permission to hunt on their property. So if they're employed, they might open it to their own people, and that would also help. So it's a long process for what she said, and what she'll do, once we get past where we decide the direction we gotta go, she will come in and do a presentation with the public, but we will probably do it at an environmental meeting, because they want to be involved in this, so we'd have to schedule it, probably won't be on a council night, although she would come to the council meeting. So we'll keep you posted if and when we do that. But the first thing is we have to find out, do we have a problem? We do. And where the problem is coming from.
Yeah.
Opening up all of Northern Green might help big time, because that shuttles all down to Starlight Camp, and then, however they travel. I believe the drone process, the way they'll track them, they'll see patterns in that, how they're moving. That's what I kind of got out of the conversation. So, and the way they explained it, it's healthy to do this. For the environment, for, keep the population down. So it made more sense when we talked to her and how she explained it, which is, because we know how some people are going to react. I was one of them, But we're moving along, just slow pace, but we are acting.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, council members, for taking some action on this, because again, when we started this conversation, we fully expect, this is not, it's not something that's going to get solved instantly, but if we don't take, as a community, if we don't take action now, it's only going to get worse. It's exponential, right? So, glad to hear that you have a little more confidence now after speaking with people.
And they organize it. We really don't have it. Once we get the approvals and we have it all in order, they kind of take the ball around with it.
Right.
So, we'll see.
Okay, great.
All right.
Second, completely unrelated topic that I just wanted to maybe get some advice or direction on. So the property across the street from us, we're at 30 Breeland, 29 Breeland is the address directly across the street from us. It's a sloped property, and the house there was empty up until the very end of October, I think about Halloween. New residents moved into the house.
Is that the big white one that sits up on the hill?
Yeah. Shortly after the house was reoccupied, in the evenings especially, we would occasionally get some smell of sewage, right? So I thought maybe there was some issue with the sewer line in the street, maybe, coming up through the storm drain, something. So I had called the water and sewer department, and they came out in mid-November and examined the line and said, no, they didn't really see anything. Everything seemed to be fine. Flash forward into late December, I was still getting the smell, mostly in the evening, around dinner time. And I called the water department, had them come back out again. They checked the second time, couldn't find anything, said there's no issue. They suggested that it might be an issue of a line on one of the properties, that it wasn't a town-related responsibility. My sewers run fine. My neighbor next to me on either side runs fine. None of us have had any issues. But back when we had our first snowfall in January, it's when I really noticed what's probably going on. On the hill of 29 Breeland, there was snow everywhere on the property except for, kind of a strip next to there's a garage at the street level. There's a strip next to the garage that opened up. And the snow melted in that location and nowhere else. That caused me to think, hey, maybe something's going on. We then had this large snowfall that is still here. And everyone here in the room knows it's been below freezing. You know, it never got above 20 degrees for like 7-10 days. During that time frame, that same section of ground, lo and behold, although it was well below freezing, the snow melted in that location specifically. So I suspect what's going on is that their sewer line from their house to the street is broken and leaking in some way, and what I'm smelling is essentially the cesspool on their front lawn that's melted the snow, right? As you know, as the sewage breaks down, it releases it melted the snow. So it's not the sewer and water department's responsibility because it's on a residential property. How do we address that? I mean, our health department is vended to Passaic County. I tried calling them. They have been somewhat less than responsive and helpful. So what can we do about this?
So, Mike, go ahead.
We've had our property maintenance official actually emails from him, who's already involved with this, and I see when he copied Mark Moore from the Board of Health on it as well. And Mark copied us on if we do testing, and I know we got that some, we weren't sure if our water, H2M, who does our water, Pace, that does our water
We have to
testing.
find a lab to sample.
We have to find a lab to sample the earth. The Board of Health does not do that themselves.
So we have to send it out to a different lab.
We gotta get somebody involved to
Do we
do a sample of
do
the
we
earth.
need to get permission from the people to take it off their property?
That's gonna be a question of board. I imagine not, if the Board of Health's involved and they're thinking it's a sewage leak. So.
Okay, so we're aware of it.
Working. We're definitely aware of it, we're working on it.
And I talked to neighbors on either side of the same side of the street that I'm on. They both noticed it and thought something was going on, and like I guess I'm the only one that took some action about it because it's a little concerning to me that there's sewage flowing into the street, across the street from us.
I actually have an email from Mark Moore that he sent to me today, but his response, because I sent photos, I called repeatedly, I talked to him, I talked to his colleague Wally, because I had gotten Mark Moore's name from Mark Redfield, because I didn't know who to call, so I called Mark Redfield first. And Mark Moore's email to me at 10:54 this morning was saying, I visited the location last Thursday. I investigated the area around the garage, as was indicated in a previous email. No odors were detected at time of investigation.
Well, it might only be odors when
They're not there during the day.
Yeah.
The house is empty.
Passaic County Health Department working hours.
Yeah.
just let's Mike's aware of it.
Okay, that was the email from him. He didn't indicate that there was anything further that he was going to be doing, so.
Well, if I know Mark Redfield, he'll stay right with it.
Yep.
And we'll keep it, yeah.
And we'll talk to his boss, Araceli, we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can take it further up past Mark. Anyone else? Seeing no one, motion to close.
I thought she was gonna comment. Oscar Carvalho, 25 Leland Ave. Ray made a good point when you change the parking regulations in town. You put out a notice to residents. Is that correct?
We're putting digital signs out. Our police department traffic is handling notification of
Because
the.
a year ago, no parking popped up in front of my house. I got no notice, no digital sign. So I think we really need to get in the habit of notifying the residents of the pending change so they can plan on that. You know, 25 years, now I can't park in front of my own house. So I think we need to think how you.
Your neighbor next to you called me. I see them often and told me the same thing. So our traffic officer is very well aware of that.
Okay, I mean, I can understand why it was changed, so I support the change, but I think it's how it was changed. So I appreciate you asking the question, how do we notify the residents?
Okay.
All right? You mentioned that on affordable housing, 20% has to be affordable of the pilot
Any in the fourth round.
in the fourth round. Okay, that's it, thank you for
It has
clarifying.
nothing to do with the pilot.
Going forward.
It has to
future.
do with the build.
Yeah, okay. Those are my two comments, thank you.
Thank you.
That is statewide now, that's a mandatory, set aside now.
Regardless if it's a pilot or not.
No, it's just 20% set
It's got
aside.
nothing to do
Has
with.
nothing to do with taxes.
Regardless.
Nothing to do with taxes, it's just the state standard.
Nothing to do with pilot, it's the state statute.
Anyone else wishing to come up? Seeing no one, motion to close.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, we do not have an executive session tonight. Our next meeting is March 3rd at 7 PM. Have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you all for coming out, appreciate it.